you have an injury report to start out with, Coach?
Absolutely not. We'll be releasing an hour after practice by the trainer, as always.
Okay.
How do you feel the team is a couple days going into it?
I don't know. You get the same feeling every year about this time. You're not real sure. You've looked at yourself for such a long time, so it's sometimes surprising. What team's going to show up on Thursday night. So I hope it's a team that's practiced well, going to play hard and play smart.
You sense any excitement, nervousness, anticipation?
No, I think they're excited. They're certainly tired of playing against each other, and it's about time that we played a game. So, certainly with ESPN coming in and a national television audience, this should be great.
Do you feel like things are where you wanted them to be at this point, getting ready a couple of days?
I don't think a coach ever feels that way. We could always use more practice time, but we are where we are. I think we prepared well enough, and we'll see if we're a good enough football team on Thursday night.
What's DeAndre Morgan's role on this team at this point?
Who?
DeAndre Morgan.
He's a corner.
Is he starting?
No, he hasn't been starting all week.
Is there a reason he hasn't?
Yeah, he got beat out pre-season. Pretty simple, As I said before, he got beat out, so he's going to be sitting watching.
It never really works out this way, but your offense certainly brings back a lot of talent, and their defense brings back a lot of talent. Do you feel like that's the key matchup, or is it, it never seems to work out that way?
No, I think opening games, surprise you one way or another. So, certainly we have certainly more experience than we had a year ago. Coming into this game on offense, defensively, they're missing a couple kids in the secondary that they left last year. So, but from what we hear, they've got really good young talent, and they're really excited about their players. And so we'll see how the matchups go.
Does ACC versus SEC mean anything to you and your guys?
I think you play the game for yourselves first, and then you play the game for your school. And then I think the ACC is probably third on the list of reasons why you would play this game. So, there certainly is something to it, but you got to play for us and our football team first, and then you play for your school, and then you play for your conference.
What's your background, or do you have any with Coach Spurrier?
Not really.
Last year, Russell raised his thumb to the team after he came out. What did that do for the guys, or did that illustrate anything about him and his attitude?
I think it was a positive statement to the football team that he was lying there for a long time and nobody knew exactly what his situation was. So it was the first positive sign that we had since the moment he went down, and anything positive is good.
How do you feel Mike is going into it with getting his first college game?
I think he's excited about the opportunity to go play. And, he knows he's going to get in the game. And one thing about players, when they know they're going to play, they practice harder because they know they're going to get their opportunity to do something. And certainly, that's one of the things that's good about playing a lot of guys. You have better practices and guys prepared to play the game.
The secondary's facing questions, but had a few interceptions in these scrimmages. Does the secondary have some playmaking potential, you think?
Well, we think so. I think we have good young players back there. The only thing they're lacking in some of them is experience. And you're only going to get that when you're playing football games. So, games have started, so now it's time to get ready to go.
How much of a luxury is it to have Willie Young back on as a player and as a leader on and off the field?
It's certainly a great thing for us. As we said last year, he was our best recruit, and he decided to come back. So, he's an important leader on our defense. I think he's prepared this camp as good as, by far, better than he ever has our previous two camps since I've been here. So I think he understands that he needs to get off to a fast start, and that would certainly be great for our defense if he did.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about your D-line?
Well, it's probably the most experienced part of the defense. Those four kids we have in the first line have all played a lot of football for us. The second line, once again, there's some kids with inexperience, but they're talented kids and they're good, hard-nosed, tough kids, and they're going to get their opportunity to play certainly on Thursday night.
Is Wayne Crawford still number 2 at center?
He is on the depth chart.
Do you think Steven Garcia fits the mold of a really good Spurrier quarterback? He just hadn't put it all together yet.
I think he's a good player and a good athlete. I don't know what his situation is, as far as what Coach Spurrier thinks about him one way or another. But as I said, we looked at him in high school. We tried to recruit him at Boston College, and we thought he was a good player.
Hey guys.
What time does the game start?
7:03.